Hello guys. Nebraska is in the hunt for a recruit from Alabama. But they missed this one to Bama. Have you been following along? Before the news comes out, be sure to subscribe to the channel to receive more Bama news. Dawson Merritt's commitment to the Alabama Crimson Tide is yet another significant achievement for Kalen DeBoer's program, which continues to show strength in recruiting for the 2025 class. Merritt, a four-star edge from Overland Park, Kansas, opted to join the Crimson Tide in June, spurting stiff competition from Nebraska. This was a crucial move for Alabama, securing one of the best defensive talents available in the recruiting cycle, with Merritt ranked as the 14th ranked edge player and the 108th ranked overall prospect. Merritt already has the physical attributes needed to make the transition to the college level. Alabama already envisions Merritt filling the Wolf position, a vital role in the team's defensive scheme. This designation is significant because it shows the program's confidence in Merritt to play a crucial role in its defense. The Wolf position requires a quick, yet physically dominant player who can move quickly between different roles, whether it's pressuring the quarterback or defending against wideouts. For Merritt, this is a golden opportunity to develop on one of the most dynamic defenses in the country. While Nebraska continues to push to lure Merritt back, the chances of him reversing his decision seem slim. The player has made it clear in his statements that he is fully convinced of Kalen DeBoer's vision and leadership. In a recent interview, Merritt described DeBoer as an incredible and very personable coach, praising the work he has already begun to do at Alabama. Merritt's confidence in DeBoer is a direct reflection of the immediate impact the new coach has had, showing that his promise is being fulfilled on and off the field. Merritt seems confident that Alabama, under DeBoer's leadership, is the ideal place for him to develop. Nebraska's attempt to win Merritt back is certainly a testament to the importance of the player to the Cornhuskers program. With head coach Matt Rule visiting Merritt in person and staying in frequent contact, it's clear that Nebraska isn't giving up the fight. Merritt even returned to Nebraska's campus recently to watch a game against Colorado, where he spoke of the super electric atmosphere in the stadium. Still, despite this move, Merritt has been clear about his commitment to the Crimson Tide, noting that while he respects Nebraska's continued interest, he is focused on his choice with Alabama. The numbers speak for themselves. As a junior, Merritt recorded an impressive 83 tackles, 17 for loss and 7 sacks, showing that his impact on the field goes beyond superficial statistics. His ability to make timely plays makes him one of the most coveted prospects on defense. It's no wonder Alabama was aggressive in securing his commitment. For a program that traditionally builds its defenses around elite defensive line talent, Merritt brings a combination of strength, technique and intelligence that fits perfectly into the Crimson Tide's defensive culture. With Alabama's recruiting class currently ranked as the second best in the country, the addition of Merritt further strengthens a group that promises great things for the future. While Nebraska is struggling to secure a top 25 class in the country, Alabama is in a different league with a strategy that is already showing clear results. Merritt not only joins one of the most prestigious programs in college football, but he also positions himself to be a key piece on a defense that is being rebuilt to remain among the best in the nation. I'm sure this guy will be at Bama. Let's go! What Nick Saban had to say about the loss to Vanderbilt, did you see it? Alabama's recent loss to Vanderbilt sent shockwaves through the college football scene, especially when it comes to a program as dominant as the Crimson Tide. The surprise was huge, both among fans and pundits, and not just because of the result itself, but because of the way Nick Saban handled the incident. While many expected a harsher reaction, Saban, now an analyst for ESPN College Game Day, showed his usual long-term vision and surprised everyone by praising the importance of Vanderbilt's victory for the sport as a whole. Saban's view reflects his experience as a coach and his deep understanding of the dynamics of the SEC. He acknowledged that, despite the pain of seeing his former team suffer an unexpected loss, Vanderbilt's success may be an indication that college football is becoming more competitive, which he said is a positive thing. I think it's incredible, Saban said of the Commodores' win, noting that the rise of smaller programs like Vanderbilt can bring balance and elevate the conference. His words didn't go unnoticed, as Saban has built an unparalleled legacy in the SEC and his analysis carries undeniable weight. Jalen Milroe, who has been touted as a strong Heisman candidate, was held back by Vanderbilt's defense in unexpected fashion. After a brilliant performance against Georgia the previous week, Milroe couldn't repeat that feat, and the Crimson Tide's offense had a frustrating night. Vanderbilt's team, led by head coach Clark Leah, showed resilience and determination, something Leah has been striving for since taking over the program in 2021. The victory, fueled by Diego Pavilla's leadership and a relentless defense, was a milestone for the Commodores, who have for so long been overshadowed by the conference giants. Vanderbilt's win wasn't just an isolated stumble for Alabama, it was a sign that the balance of power in the SEC may be shifting. Saban, always mindful of the broader context of the sport, acknowledged that the rise of programs like Vanderbilt has the potential to bring more competition to the conference, which is ultimately good for college football. His recognition of the importance of this moment goes beyond simply praising the victory. He understands that the success of less traditional teams can make the conference stronger and more interesting to fans. But despite this loss, Alabama's resilience should not be underestimated. The program's resilience, forged over years under Saban's leadership, remains alive even with Kalen DeBoer at the helm. This loss to Vanderbilt, while painful, could serve as a catalyst for the Crimson Tide to refine its strategies and reclaim its position at the top. Saban, who knows better than anyone how Alabama can reinvent itself after adversity, indirectly challenged the team to use this loss as fuel for growth. Ultimately, this setback could be the boost Alabama needs to correct its mistakes and come back even stronger for the rest of the season. Let's keep going! Is the loss to Vanderbilt still causing a stir? The unexpected setback, the Crimson Tide's first against the Commodores in 40 years, raised eyebrows and concerns about the impact it could have on the program, especially in terms of its ability to attract and retain top talent. Caleb Cunningham, one of the most promising wide receivers in the 2025 class and a five-star recruit, wasn't immune to the shock, but his reaction highlighted something crucial about Alabama's future. Speaking to Tide sports reporter Colin Gay, Cunningham expressed his surprise at the loss, calling it kind of crazy, but making it clear that his commitment to Alabama remains unwavering. The young wide receiver still believes strongly in the program's potential, saying that despite the setback, he is 100% confident in his decision to remain with the Crimson Tide. Cunningham's confidence is a testament to the resilient culture that permeates Alabama, a legacy from Nick Saban that Kalen DeBoer seeks to maintain and enhance under his tenure. That kind of loyalty and confidence from a high-profile recruit like Cunningham cannot be understated. At a time when Alabama is facing unusual challenges on the field, the positive attitude of his prospective players is a sign that the program's foundation remains solid. Cunningham believes the team is poised to go crazy after this loss, predicting a strong rebound for the rest of the season. And that prediction isn't just based on blind optimism, but on Alabama's history of continued success over the years, even in the face of occasional adversity. Still, the loss to Vanderbilt raises an important red flag. Losing to a team that has historically been dominated by Alabama highlights the tight margins of competitiveness within the SEC. The fact that this loss was the first in 4 decades against the Commodores only underscores how rare and significant the outcome was. Alabama, a perennial top 10 team in the country, now faces the need to react quickly to avoid compromising its larger aspirations this season, and especially to ensure that this loss doesn't affect its ability to attract and retain top talent. Alabama's 2025 recruiting class has already fallen out of the lead in ESPN's rankings, making it all the more crucial that the program regain control quickly. With players like Caleb Cunningham, currently ranked the second-best wide receiver in the country, being coveted by other Power 5 programs, a string of stumbles could open up opportunities for those schools to try to capitalize on any sign of instability in Tuscaloosa. For now, Cunningham is steadfast in his commitment, but DeBoer's staff knows that each loss increases the pressure to avoid further missteps. With elite talent ready to join the team and a culture of resilience that has been a hallmark of the Crimson Tide, the future still looks bright as long as Alabama can adjust quickly and avoid any more crazy happening on the field. Keep playing! Head coach Nate Oates is setting the stage for what promises to be a historic season for Alabama basketball. Bama has become a powerhouse in men's basketball, earning national recognition and respect. Since taking the helm, Oates has managed to lead the team to new heights, with consistent NCAA tournament appearances and an impressive run to the Final Four last season. Now that the new season is upon us, expectations are higher than ever, with many calling this the most anticipated season in the program's history. With the perfect combination of experienced players and promising freshmen, Oates believes he has the best roster he has ever coached in Tuscaloosa. He acknowledged as much himself during a recent press conference, highlighting the team's depth and talent. And that confidence isn't just coming from the coach. Analysts have Alabama ranked as a top 3 team in the upcoming AP poll, and there's growing anticipation that the team could finally hoist the first Final Four banner at Coleman Coliseum. Among the standouts on the roster is first-team All-SEC guard Mark Sears, who returns to the team with All-American aspirations and the potential to help the Tide win a coveted national title. Oates, however, is aware of the pitfalls that come with hype. He has taken inspiration from legendary football coach Nick Saban, who has often warned against listening to excessive praise, the rat poison, as Saban likes to call it. Oates knows that if his team starts to believe what they're being told from the outside, they can lose their focus and hunger to win. That's why he wants his players to adopt an underdog mentality, regardless of how high they're ranked or how big the odds are. For him, the key to success is maintaining humility, determination, and a hardworking mindset, approaching each game as an opportunity to prove themselves. Alabama's electrifying style of play, characterized by an up-tempo offense and relentless three-point shooting, has already impressed many observers. At a recent media practice, it was clear that the team is in excellent shape, with impressive pace and intensity on every possession. But Oates insists that true fitness comes from in-game effort, not traditional sprints. He believes that the endurance required for basketball can only be built by playing at high intensity, pushing the limits during practice. And while the explosive offense is what draws most fans, Oates is focused on ensuring that his team is also solid defensively, knowing that defenses win championships. A clear example of his commitment to defense is the blue-collar scoring system that Oates implemented, which rewards players for defensive efforts such as steals, deflections, and rebounds. This approach has fostered a culture of hard work and healthy competition within the team, where each player strives to contribute meaningfully on both ends of the court. This system is already paying off, with new additions to the roster, such as transfer Clifford Omoruyi, quickly adapting to the style of play and bringing even more defensive strength to the team. Omoruyi, for his part, expressed his satisfaction with the emphasis Oates places on defense, something he considered a deciding factor in his decision to join Alabama. And for Mark Sears, who will be responsible for leading the Crimson Tide's offense, having Omoruyi on defense is a relief. He knows that the presence of a dominant defender like Omoruyi will allow him to focus even more on his role as a point guard, making it easier to execute Oates' game plan. Sears, who chose to delay his entry into the NBA to pursue a national title, firmly believes in the potential of this roster. With Oates, Bama is not only prepared to compete, it is prepared to win. And the fans are rooting for this team as much as they are for football. What do you think? Comment below.